qualifier.
This is their last chance qualifier right here. So you got to make it count where it matters the most. In the 12th game of this night of this South American qualifier, no more Dota coming after this particular game. It's going to be East Europe then taking over. Watch out what's going to be happening over there. But now to decide who gets to continue in these regional qualifiers. Already knocking out 4 teams so far. Balrogs, Infamous, Noping Esports, and today earlier on Lava out of the tournament. And we are basically just down, well, currently holding 7 teams, but it's going to be 6. The 6th being either one of these 2.
Can you not inspect Heroes cosmetics anymore? I'm trying to figure out, like, what Dad's got going on with this PA.
You can't inspect the Tree Monkey King, though. Tree just rolling around.
All right.
No cosmetics out there. The 6. Too many people to spear. He will bonk too, but they also get jumped on him right away off the bat. The 2-man stun. And the first blood brought up by Luis, but Luis also taking some hits, slowed down by Dad. Dad dropping down to half HP. Your PA is going to be in trouble. Maybe not able to escape either. There's a lot of big hits coming through. And down goes your PA. Troll might be going down to Austin, bring up a double. And this could just be a triple for him. But that Monkey King trying to escape. 3 seconds for the Sprout. Too far away. He's going to teleport out. And we have 4 kills on the board. Both carries down, 1 offlaner to die, 1 support to fall. Off to a lightning start.
Yep, even trade there. So that's definitely nice. And First Blood went to the Treant Protector of all heroes, so not the best hero to receive that First Blood.
Oh, that voice line. That fits game 2 pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, Gaben has like 2 mistake lines. One was like, you have to make mistakes to get better, or something like that. I actually haven't heard that one that was just spammed. I haven't have it unlocked, but I need to put that on my bar.
It's a must-have.
It's very true.
Well, this mid matchup, as you already talked about it, if it's unfavorable, you got to coddle, blast waves, blast jungle, ignore what's going on. And you can see that early level blink and blink by Robo-Z, but that's not what we're looking at. We're looking at the Dead Mars in the bottom lane. That's the one that the viewers want to see. 2 deaths on this Mars already for Universitario. And he's not off to he's still level 1 on this Mars.
I mean, we talk a lot of the downfalls of the Troll in the late game, but one place where he does not struggle at is that early game, especially if he's laning with a Treant Protector. Treant, that might be the strongest support in the game for the laning stage, and then you pick a super strong carry as well for the laning stage, and Lizex has very little hope of doing too much in this laning stage, other than just survive.
Yeah.
And even that, he's not doing a great job on that one, as he does have a couple deaths.
And looking at this top lane as well, PA already doubling the CS versus this Beastmaster. 13 to 7. Normal.
Especially when you have a support like Monkey that isn't harassing the PA like the classic examples Rubik or something, right? That's constantly right-clicking you and fade-bolting you in the face. He's always going to feel pretty healthy and happy to farm with these daggers. And NP5, something that's banned in most games as well, just because of the spam of the Sprout, quite annoying. And it's not just that. NP just has really fast attack speed, good damage, really good right-click potential here. And of course, the teleportation gives you bonus damage / armor, depending on how many hits you do. Yep. Lots of cool things that NP can do in this patch. And Lizex again.
Oh,
is he just going down again?
Yes, he is. Submits to his fate. Turns around, realizes he's dead. Cook a hook. Throws in the axes again as well onto the Willow. Willow won't be able to snipe down this Troll Warlord, but losing the Mars the 3rd time. This is not the Lizex we've seen in the last few days. We have literally the only series that we've had for the last few days has been watching Universitario play. And this is by far the hardest laning stage for Lissex.
It is, but luckily, a lot of his deaths, like the first blood death, right?
Retaliation in the top lane for Dad.
All right.
Austin was thinking about right-clicking, but he will leave the last hit for his carry.
Yeah, Monkey leaves to go get a rune away, and this is kind of what happens here. Is Robo Z? He has no way of getting out of that sprout there.
Doesn't get hit by the Illuminate, though. That could have been a kill. But Austin is dealing a lot of damage. Monkey King, that's actually his courier. That's not the real Monkey King, so Austin gets a free courier kill for himself. Sure. Does pick off the items off of it, though. Wraith Band, Clarity, secured. He's going for Orchid this game on Monty. What do you think about this? Yeah. Oh, actually, let's talk about it in a second. Lissex, death number 4. Oh, man. Well,
now
talking about the tempo.
So the thing is, like, what I'm saying, right, is even though he's dying here, you're going to see he still has creeps to come back to hit. So he's still higher net worth than this Beastmaster with 4 deaths, which is kind of crazy to think about, but he's still getting good CS. He's just dying a lot to get these CS, as Austin will go down here on this Nature's Prophet.
That is true. That is kind of wild to think about, like, how many times a hero can die and how much are they actually hindered by that. Usually the Shadow Fiend is the first example that comes into mind. That, yeah, he's got 7 deaths, but he's like 3rd in net worth. Like, okay. He's just a good flash farmer. But yeah, Mars's CS is still excellent for Lissex. So maybe I'm jumping the gun a little bit here, saying that he has his worst laning stage ever. Hermit, meanwhile, he is in trouble. Blocked the exit by Austin. And those birds are not really helping him out there. Not at all.
And we've got ourselves another free farm PA game. So Troll free farm, PA free farm.
And Monkey King here to help out for the kill on Lissex, number 5. A certainty by the looks of it. Monty's going to get stunned up. One more flying axe. There we go. A dominating spree now up on the Troll Warlord. And maybe they could follow up on Dismar as Robo-Z shows up. He does have the stick charges to blow up the Sonic Wave, but they're just going to do it the old-fashioned way. Right-click and torture. 12 kills in 6 minutes. We do not get a 13th out of Hermit.
Well, the bird does go down on the top lane. That bird is so obnoxiously tanky, too.
Yeah, 375 HP at level 2, yeah.
Like, they had to spend
increasing
so
mid
many
lane, though.
Daggers on it.
The fighting just never ceases. Okay, so if this is your elimination match for TI, might as well make it flashy. James will get the kill. Oh, no! The projectile doesn't land on the
Blind Illuminate?
Blind Illuminate might just have to be the way to do it.
If he gets a solar bind, he would die. Yeah, he's good. Good jukes.
He's out. He's definitely out of there. Out of harm's way. Meanwhile, somebody else is being chased. It's the Monkey King by Dismar. Couple hits connecting into the Illuminate Blast as well. He doesn't really have anywhere to go. So Dismar. It connected. It was like pixel perfect almost there with that Illuminate.
And Hook just stole the enemy Wisdom Rune, by the way, as the carry. He just gave up the first laning stage here, or not the laning stage, just gave up the lane for just a little bit. And it was like, all right, I'll just take the Wisdom Rune. Not only will I get that EXP, but I'm taking away from the enemy.
Yeah, I mean, I've got so much money off of this Lissex Mars already, so let's capitalize on some XP.
Yeah, and Dismar's going to walk there and be like, guys, our Wisdom's gone. Where'd it go? It could have been the monkey. We just killed the monkey. Who took our Wisdom Room? What really was
everyone's been in mid and top, and it's like, yep.
A very unexpected move for a carry player.
Hermit,
for sure.
Monty's coming in as well. The roar comes out. Oh, he lost half of his HP right away, but do they have the required damage? Only got flying access to use, and they will get the connection, but Monty doesn't have the damage, and the Hawk doesn't quite get a connection as well onto Dad. Dad is low on HP, so one good axe snipe. But it's a bit too far. And Cook, oh, look at that troll. This guy's everywhere. He's in the top lane now. Luis slows down the Nature's Prophet. Dagger flying through as well from Dad, trying to slow him down. The roots are there as well. And to the tier 2 tower they go. So this troll will miss out on a kill opportunity with these 4 heroes in the top lane from Qhali.
And it makes you wonder, like, I don't know, these moves from Hook, they're still deciding if they're good or not. I mean, they're untraditional. He's definitely giving a game back to Lissex, though. So that's the one thing you do have to keep in mind here. with all these rotations means he's no longer pressuring, but they will get this tower. They seem to really prioritize getting Hermit this early tier 1 tower. So they'll go ahead and get it from him, and then he'll hop back bottom. Not a lot of gain there for Kukahook there, but very much so an unselfish play, a selfless play. Playing for the team. But is that what you want to do? Or maybe he realizes when he plays Troll Warlord, I mean, look at this guy. He's Grandmaster on it. So if there's someone that's played a lot of Troll Warlord, it is this man. I oftentimes don't see Grandmaster Troll players because, let's be honest, this hero's kind of boring to play. It's not the most exhilarating, but sometimes you got to win that MMR. You got to do what you got to do.
Well, I feel like I beg to differ just a little bit, as Austin will drop in the river. Robo-Z.
Are you a Troll enjoyer? Is that what I'm hearing?
I mean, it's exhilarating by the time you pop your ulti and you find yourself at tier 4 towers. That's when you really feel you're alive.
Oh, that's when you feel alive.
That is exhilaration.
Adrenaline junkies are the Troll players.
I remember casting so many games in 2020, 2021 when Skitter would pop his ult at a tier 2 and he's suddenly behind Rax. And I was like, okay, yeah, that's Troll for you.
Same type of guys that go surfing at night. Troll players, man.
But I want to go back to, in just a moment, as bottom, we're fighting against the Troll.
Oh, that hurts.
Does not lead into a kill, but it's a lot of burst, and James still thinking about going for round number 2, but Robo-Z coming in, no Sonic Wave. Remember, he just used it in the river. Illuminate will heal him up. Spear onto the Monkey King, he's low. Lissex wants to go for the bonk. He will bonk him into the face. Robo-Z also very low on HP, and so is the Troll, who's running around with the salve. Doesn't get hit by the Illuminate, though, but the Solar Bind is going to be there. Lissex looking for the Spear connection as well, so they'll let him slide. No
trees, no arena. Not much you can do here.
Yeah. And the top lane, Dad shows up to Hermit. Hermit does have his Centaur and the Primal Roar, but no real fight going on there. So now, I get to ask my question. Orchid on the Monkey King this game. So Monty hasn't built it this entire series, but he's going for it now. Where do you see the biggest value come into play?
I remember you asked me this like 10 minutes ago.
Ages ago, yeah. There was stuff going on, so I'll get back.
Right. I think it's always good. It's always stable. Having an Orchid. So, like, if you can catch the PA, right? So she is forced into the Manta, which I think she wants anyway. We saw Dad in game number 1 go for it. But, yeah, it'll force you into that situation where you have to get that early Manta, and it can catch some Mars off guard. We saw he likes the early shards on top of his Blink Dagger. Same with Willow. And even Caudle. Caudle doesn't really want to buy the spell. Maybe he'll go for a BKB. So, I'm okay with it. I don't think there's a better item for him this game to be like, oh, this is a much more obvious choice. So I think Orchid is kind of just like the standard choice if you don't have a really good item to buy. Solar Crest would be the other option that I'd maybe consider.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of like seeing this Orchid from time to time on like +4s who can get it. Monkey King still able to farm pretty well. Hermit gone. Deleted off of the server instantly. Tries to deny the boundary rune. He's successful in doing so. The micro works out, but that's also a bit of extra gold given away.
And that went to Dismar.
Yeah.
So luckily, Dad didn't get that. Even though I say luckily, but Dad somehow, even though this Troll was at the top of the net worth 4 and 0, has fell behind this PA, who only has 1 kill from the laning stage. And he hasn't finished his Battle Fury yet either. So once he gets his Battle Fury, he's going to be off to the races yet again. And we've seen these PAs in the lake, and they're scary once they get there. So not a hero you want to be top 1 net worth here, as they will find the Monkey King.
Yeah, they're both going to finish off their Battle Furies in just a moment. Wukong's command placed down by Monty. But on the back lines comes Lissex with the help of Austin. And Monty will finally drop. That is too much to deal with. James and the Illuminates. Too much light. You know gamers don't like sunlight in their living rooms. And nice deny from Austin. But he will lose his life. Robo-Z does find a kill for himself. And now James, Dismar, they're on the hunt.
Yeah, he's got an Arcane Rune, so let's see what he can do with this. He's not going to get out of that in time.
Nope.
No, he's
not. Work. Not going to work. And that's his death. That's his life sealed unless he's able to blink up with the urn. The urn is there. And James will just take him down. Good deny there from Austin, squeezed in between. preventing Lissex from falling, and Universitario finding themselves a pretty sizable kill there. They actually have the net worth lead going their way now, if you could call that one. Money is money.
Money is money.
Well, I mean, the graph actually, if you look at the net worth graph, I mean, do you believe this? Is it that brutal of a slide?
It kind of is, yeah. Because, like, the Troll, they pressured him pretty hard. They killed the Quap, who had a streak, right? They got the Beast again. PA now has a Battle Fury hitting up creeps. All these small little things are going the way of Universitario here. Troll also finishing his Battle Fury. Comes down to stacks now, I guess, at this point, but neither team has the biggest of stacks. You have that big camp stacked, of course, for the PA, but the Ancient situation is not.
They're neck and neck.
Zero.
They're neck and neck in farm right now. They finished Battle Furies at the same time. We know, you already said, PA's potential with Battle Fury spikes up massively, so Troll, every minute counts.
I mean, it's an edge towards the PA for sure, because Troll is supposed to theoretically get his Battle Fury before PA. Just because you're supposed to win your lane as Troll. As PA, you're not really supposed to win your lane. You're just supposed to win the late game. So already you're in a more comfortable spot, but anything can change. We saw what kills can do in a game of Dota. You can turn this whole thing upside down.
Now that mid-tier 1 tower being pummeled slowly by Dad. Taking some time off of hitting creeps, just focusing on an objective. That means the Troll has pulled ahead. Just by 200 gold.
Yeah, a little curious to see him try and go for objectives early, right, when finishing Battle Fury. It's always good to find a balance of farming / participating. Nobody wants that one carry player who's just is AFK 25 minutes, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, you have to be realistic with when you can fight and when you should be farming.
Yeah. You got to find a good balance. That's usually what defines the greatest carry players, right? Finding a good balance between both. Reading your timings correct, understanding when can I fight. And when it comes to early game rotations, what I really liked about Cook was him trying to make things happen around the map, you know, but unsuccessful with the rotations. Monkey King, he's going to be the target of said rotation. And that also means that mid tower is going to be going down. But one good thing I do like about those carry players is when they do these, like, there's a fight at a tier 1 tower, and they teleport because they know that they can maybe squeeze in a kill.
Yeah, of course. That's the hardest part about playing carry. It's always decision making. And that's why most of the time the carry player gets flamed the most in pubs, by far. It's because it's so much down to just decision making. And your decision makings are very noticeable to everyone.
Yeah. It's just how it is. We have 20 kills in 16 minutes with a 3K lead, and that is going to be squeezed down just a little bit as Cook will find Austin with the help of Luis. No overgrowth needed for that particular kill. Wop also chasing the Dark Willow, dealing a bit of damage. Last time RoboZ was punished when that Willow was around. This time both will get to keep their lives intact. Hermit has opted to build a pipe this game, so Overlord is already ready. No need for a blink, really. I mean, they've got a lot of mobility in this team. I guess you would like to have a blink maybe at some point, but I like the idea of having just a pipe for the team. Also, this is a no-boots Beastmaster with a pipe lined up. Not even round.
That'll probably change as the pipe is now off the menu and it's now just boots blink.
I'd like to have a blink for sure. Yeah, now it's brown boots blink indeed. But look who's coming. They have read this Roshan attempt. However, Aegis is already down. It's picked up for the Quap, missing the spear. Lissex won't be able to do much. The overgrowth into the back line. James, big blast into the pit. And this Troll gets to live, and he will survive. Hermit fighting against James. James pushed away. The spear connecting onto the Quap. Lissex trying to TP away. Gets killed by Quap. The scream is too much. Luis, he teleports out. Universitario will
barely gets out of there.
Yeah, that was a close call.
Narrowly evades that last illuminate there and was able to TP to victory as Lissex he was like 1 second too late. If he would have been there 1 second earlier, maybe that spear hits, maybe the illuminate hits, maybe that Troll's dead, and now all of a sudden you're kind of in a situation where it was worth it. But Unfortunately for that one, not particularly worth it, as they don't really get much out of it. Lose those X yet again. Going for the same type of build too here. Just for that early blink into the Aghanom's shard, but he's working with a lot less net worth in this game.
Yeah.
And that probably won't change either, because his mid's a coddle, right? He's going to take all the farm. You got an NP position 5. Just by nature, NP is going to take a lot of farm. And of course, the PA, that doesn't even need to be said. This hero's hitting those creeps up for sure.
Yeah, we're looking at somewhat similar item buildups on both of these heroes, minus the Manta style, as we have an SNY for Troll, a Manta for the PA, but Aghanim's is on both of their minds. And pretty early ones too.
PA, so we got our early dispels online. Troll's got his, and that one's going to take away Solar Bind, it's going to take away Vessel, it's going to take off the Dagger Slow. What other big ones? We'll take off Vessel, Solar Crest as well, and then all of Dark Willow spells minus the ultimates. So a lot to take off here for the Troll.
Yep. A lot of value. A lot of value coming in. And of course, we've already seen how value that PA Ags can be. And also pretty early on into the game, too.
I wanted to see that Troll Ags in game number 1. He teased us with it, but then went straight into SNY. I think maybe we'll get to see the power of the Ags this game. Should he have won Ags in game number 2 there?
Yeah. Well, they've scouted out the PA, but a bit too far away for the gang squad to arrive on time. As this 3-man smoke will not connect. It's just Robozy scouting ahead, but Qhali taking themselves a good position here. Kuka Hook will force out the Mars away. Mars is going to be TPing all the way back home, and they actually have the numbers now. Qhali got to be careful here.
You know Troll's bottom here. You could make something happen.
Monkey King, he's cut down from the tree. That's your starter for the fight. Robozy is going to be interrupting James, going to be TPing in. They will take down the Monkey King, and there goes your next target. That's the Aegis Quap. Instant blink out. Has the haste rune. Doesn't mind about the solar bind. Qhali are regrouped, but they did lose the Monkey King for that.
And that's a bit of a freebie for Universitario.
Yep. Dismart. Support's gotta be careful. They always want to help with the Tormentor.
And they kind of have to, and their help is just dying, really.
In a way, yeah. But at least they get rewarded for their efforts with a shard. And
they do.
Themselves the Bramble Curse Crown.
I mean, that's what you have to keep in mind, right? It's like, when carry player goes to the Tormentor, it's not for them. It's for you. So you have to take that damage, because you lose efficiency as a carry to do Tormentor. It actually sucks to do the Tormentor.
Yeah.
As a carry.
Yeah, because it's not value for them.
Yeah, it's not. It's definitely a team thing. So you definitely got to help them out here. Because losing half your health to do a Tormentor ain't fun.
Also, Monkey King just picked up the shard. How often do you see this outcast being used?
We saw it last game. So, not a lot, except for last game, I suppose. But he uses it too, so like some Monkey King's like, I got it, but they buffed it recently, so it adds half of the effect of Primal Spring onto the shard usage. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's kind of like, it's 175 damage and 40% slow. Yeah, that's not too shabby. It's kind of like the, well, minus the silence, but kind of like the Quap Blink, which also does 125 damage when you land in an AoE.
Yep.
So kind of the similar effect.
I mean, you can probably just use that and then jump on a tree and do it again, so you get like a very long duration slow.
Yeah. It is very handy. Monty is already scouting ahead and scouts out James. Instant hit by the element.
The tree.
Yeah. Destroys the tree, but not in the same way as a Quelling Blade does. And Lysix, oh!
I mean, he cut the tree at least.
Oh, he actually got the Monkey King cut down from his own tree. And that Monkey King will fall again, but that comes at the cost of an arena this time. Qhali instant retreat.
I mean, the nice thing about arena, or just Mars in general versus Monkey, is the arena just cuts all the trees down in the area in which it's casted. So oftentimes you will just cut Monkey down, even if you don't get him in the arena. That big stun from knocking him off the tree is enough.
Dismar's calling the troops right now that this camp was literally just farmed. There's somebody in the trees. He finds Luis, but Luis is very nimble with that tree protector. Finally spotted, and that's going to be another kill. So Dismar gets a lot of worth out of that constant rotation there. Looking and looking and looking. Leads into another kill. Both supports. Now the Monkey Kings respawn. Now you don't have the tree protector, and you're going to lose an objective for it. But we know the importance of this objective. It's just extra money. Keep PA on top of the board.
A little more map control, a little more comfort so they can farm those 2 extra camps down there. Maybe the ones up in the primary jungle as well. But other than that, not a huge deal. But what is a big deal is that PA, she's on target to where she wants to be. James as well, going for these items. Just has the Octarine core already, going to keep those. I mean, the way I look at Qhali, right? This Qhali is going to be one of your worst nightmares as Troll, just because of the constant kiting. I suppose with the Aghanim's pickup, it makes it a little bit better. Going to Saint and Yasha too. So maybe he won't worry about this as much as I think. But the PA, however, still a threat for sure. Oftentimes, this hero, when you get to that level 18 mark, which is 1 creep, by the way, she is ready. Ags online, level 18 online. I think it's time for PA to play some Dota, and we'll see what that means. And in most games, it means that she becomes godlike very shortly after. But this game, it could be different. Maybe they can find the opening. They can shut down Dad here on this PA. Unable to do so in game number 2.
Yep, the next 5v5, the next 5v5 is going to tell us a lot of what direction this game potentially will be going. Doesn't necessarily tell us what the game's going to end like. But if Monkey King, if Troll Warlord is still able to win a team fight, Qhali still not in drowning mode. I don't feel like they're going to be there just quite yet. It could be 2 or it could be 3 more fights until it feels a bit more decisive. But if this
Roshan may respawn. All right, put your wagers on. I got 47 seconds.
47 seconds? I'm going to go 46 seconds, just for the memes.
222.
Hey, we're back to the 222s.
222.
You still win.
I do.
You win the majority.
I don't think I've lost to it yet. And
yeah.
when it comes to guessing the time. But then again, some of your guesses have been terrible.
Yeah,
statistically speaking.
But it's fun. A little bit of fun there. 6K lead. It just continues to grow. They are just farming much more efficiently on the side of Universitario. Austin has gone all the way back behind enemy lines. Well. Talk about Roshan. 40
I guess he has buyback. I don't know. That's a little bit of a weird champ.
He's not going to be home for a while, but if they don't see into the pit and they don't have info, it could just be a panic buyback. We'll see. They're moving around the pit in such frantic manners that this ward right here is going to show all their movements.
Like, that is a good ward.
They're not going to stay. Lysic's lining up the sheepstick. Lincoln's up for the coddle. PA going for the basher.
Working on that sheepstick, yeah.
Working on that sheepstick, yep.
Almost there.
And Treant actually has Blink money now, so we can start seeing some big Treant ults as well this game.
Yeah, it could be big here. It's going to be hard to catch Dad with it, though. Because the Blur, it does apply a basic Dispel, which gets rid of Root, and then you also have a Mant on top of it. So who are you rooting this game? Yeah, not the best Root game, but we'll see.
Yeah. Depends who you're rooting for. Depends who are you rooting for. I honestly don't know.
Bias caster.
It's like one of these games again, we go to game 3, it's kind of like, let's just, get a proper... I want to see a bloodbath. We kind of got a start for it, which I'm always hyped for. It's not like the passive, we got 8 kills in 40 minutes farm fest, Everyone's so scared about we're going to lose our spot to TI if we lose one singular team fight. These South Americans, they just brawl their way through, and they just want to take your hopes away. After the first minute, spear onto Monty. He will have to fight versus one, but here
Troll
comes Coco.
ulted
He's
here.
hitting the back line. James is targeted right now. This Qhali needs help, but a huge turnaround as well, dropping them down to half HP. Here comes the spear, connects on one. Also the roar, but the PA inside the wall. Is it enough? Dad gets to survive, blinks away. The blur saves him. The Colosseum walls hiding inside a little gap. Keeps him alive. Austin fighting back as much as he can, throwing in a couple of hits. Robo Zelo. And James, Dad, trying to make a run for it. Monty blown to smithereens with that. And Dad still jumping around.
Dad went the wrong way.
Will finally get the connection. The spear again from Lissex. He's like, I'm trying to help you, son. Austin buying back. This fight's still not over. Robo Z, can he get a big kill? No! He got sniped away. Dad and Austin and Dismar, they're so low. Dad goes in with barely any HP. This guy wants to seal the deal. He will be taken down. It's a bird that kills him out of all things. The seagull. Oh, James
The seagull.
won't be able to snipe anyone here. What a fight. I'm hyped. Holy damn. That was actually that was so close.
Dad almost played that perfectly up until the end. I think he started to, he was like, I'm doing it. I'm really doing it, guys. And then it was like, oh, that was close. I almost played it perfectly, but at the end,
Yeah,
a little bit of like overextension there.
Needed like 2 crits, you know, just get that quick decisive blow and it'd be like he'd be the hero. But here. James is going to get roared. Austin comes in to finish off the Monkey King, but he's just soaking up damage, but he will fall. And James, one root could seal his deal, and there we go. The root connects. James is down. Austin tries to TP out, and he's going to be able to. Austin is out of there.
And Roshan is home now, but he's going to his other home, which is the bottom side of the map.
They're going to have to follow all the birds to try to... the birds are trying to dive Roche, and they get bashed themselves. That was funny. Oh, well. Gonna have to go all the way down south for this Roshan. PA already closed. Dad clears out the wave. Luis, he's right there.
Roche
PA, he knows he sees him, but Roche is falling, and Triant is fine to die for this one. He's fine to die. But he will actually live as he's just juked it out. They've got the cheese. They've got the Aegis. He finally gets the jump on the Treant Protector. And Dad wants him. He wants him. And he's getting him. And he's got him. Austin, he's there to help him out. Treant Protector coming in with the buyback as well. They want to finish off Dad. They want to get this PA kill. Austin, he's in trouble. Lissex on the side. He could land a pretty good arena here. He's got all of them except Robo-Z jumping in. Robo-Z now surrounded by 4 hostiles. Goes for the Sonic Wave. A lot of damage coming in. They got the Battle Star connecting on 2. PA again, 50 HP. Dad. Oh, Dad. Oh, the dagger's going to connect from Robo-Z. He's got him. He's got him. Overgrowth's going to catch Lissex as well. And Universitario losing Roche, losing members. And we're back to where Qhali basically rolled off of game number 2. They are in the driver's seat to push forward, take down objectives. With
that is on the entirely unhinged here in this game. That dive on that Treant Protector is absolute madness. Maybe feeling a little desperation in this game, but like I don't think they need to. And they're
running out of patience. Running out of patience
down here by the Radiant Well that is unaware of. But yeah, definitely running out of patience here. We talk about those game 3s, the elimination from TI, loser. It can get to you. Certainly can. And it's definitely getting to them here.
That's a lane of Rack swiftly just going through the base. So far the storyline of the ticking time bomb and playing a Troll Warlord lineup, it's not even gone in the way that we expected this game to go at all.
But it's going the way Qhali needed it to go.
Exactly.
And I think that's kind of like the window you're looking for. You need to group up, get these Roshans, play around the Troll, and that's exactly what they're doing here. And we're kind of noticing the PA. The PA is like always going in really deep, getting low, and then all of a sudden the PA is just running for her life, right? And like narrowly escaping all the time because of Manta, because of the blurs. But that's not exactly how you want the fights to go for Universitario. You want to be able to go in and commit on the PA when it's a for sure won fight. But that's not what's happening here. And I think the sustain from the Beast and the Treant Protector are making it very difficult for them to go in. Like the Caudal is being annoying, right? But like the item build I see on the Caudal right now, it doesn't seem like it's having the biggest impact. Like you have this Octarine core, you have a Force Staff, you have a Lincoln Sphere, you have a bunch of small items that aren't very aggressive. They're all purely defensive. And I think he realizes that now as he is now going into the E-Blade. But then you have to go back to this Troll Warlord going for this early Aghanims. Maybe this is the difference maker in this matchup, getting your own sorts of dispels.
Yeah, it might
Could
just
be the key here.
It definitely might just be the case. Purging away stuns. Terrorize will connect. But he's still going. He is still going. They're also trying to rat at the same time. Dad trying to take some tier 3s, but he's not the big damage dealer to help with the base defense. And they've actually caught him. The PA in trouble. Dad, there's nowhere to go right now. And this PA, that's a huge kill. And Dad, he's definitely not made the best decisions today. At least in this series. Or at least in this game number 3. And that has got to hurt. Mentally, that is pain. You're getting tipped by your opponents. Mass tips going your way. He only got a bit of damage on a tier 3. Losing his life again.
And PA is not one of those heroes that is known for split pushing. PA is known for one thing and one thing only. Killing heroes for the most part. Pretty good at Roche as well, but outside of that, just killing enemy heroes. High ground, that's pretty much something you almost never want to do with PA unless the enemy heroes are already dead and it's kind of free. But in a situation that you can kind of see from his own play here, very uncharacteristic, fits the mindset that Universitario, they don't think they're winning this game right here, and they feel like they have to do something desperate. And that is exactly what they're doing. It looks desperate.
Soon those creeps are going to be approaching the base, and the backdoor protection's gone, but Kukahook, he doesn't care. Honest backdoor. Honest backdoor. And finishing off this top lane of Rax. Meanwhile, the split push on 2 separate lanes. Austin from the top half, James from the bottom half. But that's not going to help. Your buildings are falling.
They're gone as Dad, realizing this game is slipping away, he's queuing up the rapier. It's always one way. He's going back into... Oh, he canceled that TP. That's good. He almost just TP'd into 5 heroes and died. But that's going to be TP scroll on cooldown for 70 seconds, which means he can't really push this lane out too far on top lane and still defend if they do decide to do some type of base push in the bot lane for Qhali here. But Qhali on a roll here now. They have all the confidence in the world as Austin will just TP directly into Kukahook.
Oh, mistakes after mistakes. Indeedly so. Austin going to be the next one to drop, and Dad has recognized the situation. He's got a rapier lined up again. The rapier nullifier, just like game 1.
But a completely different game.
You talked about desperation 8 minutes ago. This is kind of like the final sign. If you do not see impending madness from your friend, this is the final symbol for it. 36 minutes and working on a rapier for a PA. It's kind of like we've come this far. But it could work. That's the thing.
It could.
That's the beauty of it. It could work.
It definitely can. And like, we haven't really seen the best fights from Universitario. They've been kind of just all over the place, right? You aren't getting these clean team fight executions. You want this rapier, but do you have time to get it? As here comes Qhali knocking on the front door.
Kukahook already poking that tier 3 quickly. Quick roundabout.
And I think at this point you just do wait for the Roshan, and that's exactly what they'll do. So we got more Roche wagers here. I'll let you go first this time because, you know.
Oh, it's pretty early for it, but
what's a 1 minute?
There's nothing else going on right now.
I'm telling you, these things are going to wait for Roche.
I'm finally going to go for another stupid. Maybe I feel like this one's
I'm finally going for another stupid one.
I'm going for it. I'm going for it. We're going 2 minutes and 41 seconds.
All right, you're going large, Sean.
I'm going large.
Counterbalance that. I'm going to go 1 minute and 12 seconds.
So 112 and 240. Yeah. 1 or 242? Which one was it? 241.
You can pick.
241. I'll lock it in.
All right. I'm at 112.
Let's see. We're very early. Okay, chat. This is your time to shine. Write some numbers in chat. You know what to do.
All right, trust me, nothing's going to happen in this game in the next 20 seconds.
Exactly. You're not missing out on anything right now. It's you know, but the tension is building up, surely. Like, these players know that they're both still in the game. The other team just in a much more rougher situation, holding on to the rapier now for Dad on this PA. But surely this is... Surely this is where you really... 150. We're pretty close. Again, I'm not surprised, though. like you once said in the cast, I remember you said, you know Gaben. Gaben knows you.
Of course he does. So. Almighty saver, Gaben.
So that's going to be a bit of a wait for Qhali, but they're not in a rush. They're not in a rush.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Which is funny to say against the PA lineup, but...
Well, the thing is, you don't ever want to be in a rush to end a game of Dota. That's just the truth of it. So, like, this is just the situation that they have to be in, and we have a rapier on the PA now. Because, like, if they go high ground there, they die, right? And then all of a sudden, Universitario gets the Aegis with a rapier. Now you're in like, oh, wow, that's silly. They're doing the safe play. They're doing what they need to do to try and finish this game. Not to say this game's over by any means, because let's be real here. Universitario, they've been making mistake after mistake after mistake here. What if they just clean things up? They have a nice moment where nothing's going on, a mental reset, right? I think what we'll call this one. A nice mental reset here. And then maybe the good decisions come in. Maybe PA wins a fight or two with a rapier, and then all of a sudden this game can get wild again, because it's only a 5k net worth lead. That's nothing. For 40 minutes in the game, that's nothing. It's all about the execution.
And I guess they just also, like, you know, yeah, there's so many small things that could come into play. Troll using both of his whirling axes to dispel, like, Willow abilities. Then you get hit by E-Blade. You can't do anything at that point. Force out BKB. You get disengaged. Maybe you get engaged. Who knows what's going to happen. Austin, very close there with that teleport as Troll was making his way in. With that Trickster Cloak, you will get the D wards away from this Roche pit. Roshan is also home. Another Aghanim's Blessing awaiting for someone.
Who's gonna take that one?
You know what is an Ags buff that I no longer miss? The Drums of Slom.
Yeah. Not a big fan.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no game-breaking
not
Ags
a fan
here.
anymore.
Maybe Tree is the best Ags here, just for that vision.
It is. Okay,
but
Hermit
you're
takes
gonna
it.
get the
Drums of Slom.
Boom, boom, bottom, boom.
Let's see if it pops it, but yeah, there we go. Drums of Slom. Okay. I was hyped for it one patch ago. I'm talking about the main patch, as we're in the B patch. But I'm talking about the Drums of Slom suddenly showing up and people starting to build it. It was sometimes super underwhelming, and maybe 1 or 2 games it was like Drums of Slom is the best thing ever. Like, I've coped.
It looked really good.
I have coped.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
The drums versus PL was the coolest thing ever. Unless you're playing PL.
That was the one. Unless you're playing PL, that's the one. And now, going for the push here. Troll.
I'm just going to throw the Terrorize just like that. All right, Terrorize down.
All right, Lissex. I think you're the next one up. Constantly purging out spells. Not needing to force out that BKB either with the security of that 4-minute Aegis.
All right, since the last fight, Dad now has a Rapier and a BKB. He is fight ready.
No, you just got to capitalize. Lissex, that's the opener. Oh, look at that. The turnaround is massive from the Troll. And there goes your Rapier PA. And there goes your hopes of TI, because she does not have a buyback. Mars does. PA doesn't. And it's a grim moment. It's a grim moment. Troll picks up the Rapier. And he's going to tear this Mars to shreds. One big, quick burst, and Mars is gone. And that is the end of the road for Universitario. A reverse sweep is looming in the air. Qhali, they can taste victory. Now they just need to claim it. Straight for the tier 4s. Still an Aegis intact. Still a cheese for the co-op as well. Robo's going to be jumping on Austin. Austin's going to be jumped, and he doesn't have a chance to fight back. The E-Blade is there. Disarms the co-op, but co-op gets a big heal, and Furion tries to TP home, but no, that's also taken away from him. And that tier 4 tower, the lonely tower to protect that Ancient from falling. 40 seconds for the PA. It's not enough. They need him sooner. Take on spot by James. Even that's not going to save him from this defeat. As Qhali, the bottom seed coming into this TI regional qualifier for SA, a second surprise. They took down one. They've taken down the